Good afternoon and welcome to the Mexican Grand Prix in the L2S Tier 2 Racing League. It's just myself tonight, Infamous, on commentary, so I hope I can give you guys all an entertaining job here. Apologies for the delay. We have 16 drivers on the grid today, so looking forward to seeing how qualifying starts. So haven't got anyone out on track as of yet. Let's see how who the first few runners are going to be. So as the first few drivers start to make their way out. I think the first car on track is T-Lock. Let's stay on board with him for at least a proportion of his outlap. Seems like the majority of drivers who are out are deciding to put early lap in on the softs. I'm not sure what the tyre strategy is at Mexico. I think the last time I did it was when the game was really new, and I think it was a tight one stop. But let's see how they go on. Drivers are making their way around, trying to find as much of a gap as possible. I think the first driver on a quality lap is T-Luck, so let's stay on board with him at least, see how he tackles the first three corners. Long DRS straight, brakes just after the 100-meter board, turn one, rides the car in. Gets through that cleanly. Easy place to get a corner cutting penalty and invalidate the lap. As he comes into the really tricky middle part of the middle sector, it's double right-hander, it's very difficult on traction. Approached by where I think they've improved in this year's game, this left-right chicane. I think definitely widened it up since the 2019 game. Not maybe carrying us anywhere near as much speed as he would like. As we're look on board to Mini Daniels going through that same section. Oh yes, a lot quicker, more committed, love that. As he is approaching the end of the final second sector and into the final sector. Doesn't invalidate. He's got a little bit of traffic from King Eskimo approaching him, as T-Lock puts in a 1:17.5. King Eskimo is not going to be impeding, might be getting a little bit old. Slipstream Mania puts in a 1:16, which is immediately beaten by Desert Rat. Great lap from Desert Rat. Strong lap as well from Mini Daniels, as the lap times are tumbling. 1:15.2 from Spaceman, who is currently on that we can would you rather on the mediums. One of the few drivers looking to go for the alternative strategy early on in this qualifying session. So is he able to get anywhere near that initial lap there from Spaceman? As he 1:15.9. Reasonably happy with that, particularly with the tyre deficit. I think the only driver right now that is maybe on a lap is Jimio, who I believe invalidated his first attempt. Nicely through that double right hander. See the commitment through this on a little bit of the grass there. Riding the curve down there. Oh, has he lost it? Oh, that's unfortunate. Easily happened as he was riding the curve there. Now he's going to need to probably go in and put a fresh pair of boots on. And I think we've got, yeah, Simvi, who is slightly off sync with the rest of the drivers, as most drivers have either completed their first laps or in the pits after completing the first laps, and he's the only one that looks like he's on an out lap. Oh, we've got a few more trickling out, Mitch and Ryan Van Dien, so we've got that little pack there of drivers who yet to set a time, maybe looking for the clean track, the lack of traffic. This is out lap there as he invalidates. So I'm really liking Mitch's livery this week. I think he had the same livery on for the last few weeks now. It looks a little bit Renault 2005, 2006-esque. I like it. I think it's one of the most gorgeous cars of the modern era. No, that's a really, really good attempt, if it is an attempt to copy that Renault. So heading back to Simfi as he starts his lap, his first flying lap. So much time to be gained in this chicane. As he gets through that really nicely. Now that long second DRS straight. Puts in a 28.0. Be on board with him in this sector. Kissing both apexes there. Committed. Touches the grass, it's on the curve there. Stay away from that one. Oh, it's carrying a lot of good speed there, Simvi. Yeah, wide line going into this really tight stadium section. Difficult to get to full throttle. This looks good. Oh, that is a great lap from Simvi. Fantastic. 1:14.4. Oh, I don't notice. Desert Rat had improved this lap, and Wayne Bennett put in a really good lap time of 1:15.2. But that is a great lap from Simvi. Great lap. Pleasure to have been on board that for most of it. So we've had Ryan Van Dien puts a lap in that takes him provisional second. PR Oliver is towards the back end of his lap. Gets into the final stadium sector. This section here it's difficult but yet also really rewarding, I find. And as PR Oliver looks to maybe head into the pits. Yeah. So now with 8.5 minutes left to go, we've got Simvi provisional pole with Ryan Van Dien second, Desert Rat third. Desert Rat is currently on his out lap. Whereas we've got Mitch here looking to improve on that 1:15.1 he's currently got on the board. He's currently on a slow lap, so not sure of his harvest in ERS. I'm looking for space on track as I think a lot of drivers are currently on their out laps, whereas yeah, would you rather it's currently 7/10 up on his current personal best, which takes him currently to a 1:15.2, but he's going to probably want to get a bit more out of that in this final sector. So as he pushes it wide going into that final corner, full throttle, oh, that's takes him into third. Oh, he's made up a little bit more than that. 1:14.8, so pulled out another 4/10 in that final sector. Really great driving there from Would You Rather. Should be happy with that. As Spaceman's improving. Yeah, slight improvement, doesn't move him up or down. We've got Millie Daniels starting a lap. We'll come back to him towards the end, as we've got T-Luck, who is down on his current lap, their personal best, and doesn't improve. There's cars everywhere as King Eskimo's livery. I like that a lot. As he starts his, I believe his second attempt, his second qualifier. And I like that livery. It's a bit crazy, but sometimes you need a livery that is a little bit different compared to everyone else's. Let's have a look and see who is coming up to me and of their right. We've got Minnie Daniels, who is almost 5/10 up on his current PB. Got a little bit of traffic, but I don't think that's gonna, that shouldn't distract him, affect him whatsoever. Yes, nice wide line, cutting close to the pit wall, takes him to fifth. Good lap, a 1:15 flat. We've got Desert Rats wanting to get an improvement on his 1:14.9. It's really tight in that section. The high 1:14s and the really low 1:15s. You've got 5 or 6 drivers within 2-3 tenths of each other. So I think that's where there's a lot of movement potentially. As we've got Wayne on the medium tyres, I think potentially looking to see if he can improve, to be able to change his strategy. As we've got Jimmy O just behind him, not sure if he's on a cool down one lap. Yep, he's in the pits too. So I think we've got a lot of drivers coming to pit this lap now to get a change of tyres in and back out again to post in hopefully a quicker lap than they have, which PR Lover has made a mistake, and I think that's on his out lap, so I'm not sure if that's going to affect his soft tyres. As Desert Rats improved to second. So you jumped Would You Rather at Ryan Van Doon, and we've got 4 minutes to go. It's 30 seconds into the lap, so he needs to get in. Quick change of boots if he's gonna wanna put a final run in, which with track evolution in this game, you're gonna want to be on track as the timer ticks down to 0 with Mitch currently on a lap. He's taking this pretty slowly. We've got PR Oliver nicely through the first 3 corners there. PRS straight, you want to be able to brake as late as possible right through it. Oh, Just unfortunately, it's completely locked up there. And kudos to him for racing without ABS. I know it's definitely one of the more trickier elements of this game to master. So as it looks like either drivers are on their outlaps, in the pits, quickly changing their tyres in preparation for this final minute and a half of the session, I think. So with less than 2 minutes to go, it's really busy on track at the moment. Drivers just getting out of each other's way, just not wanting to block anyone or ruin anyone's laps. So you've got Would You Rather, who has just started his first sector, sliding his way through that first chicane. I'm not sure if that's the quickest way to get through that corner, and yep, the split says that yeah, he is down by over a second. He's probably going to want to just do a slow lap and get out there again. Spaceman looking to improve in the final sector. The run down turn line. He's improved. Nice. A 1:14.9. That really brings him into that pack there, and he's gonna potentially go for another. He's got the time. Let's hope he's got the ERS remaining. So let's have a quick look to see where everyone is. Got Ryan Van Doon not improving currently, 1.8 seconds down on his current PB, so he's about made a mistake. Got Spaceman more or less matching his current PB on his second run. So yeah, Wayne Bennett just under a 10th down on his PB. Truck evolution, and as the timer ticks down to 0, just waiting for everyone who's currently on a lap to finish their lap. So there's a state on board here to the sector. He invalidates. He will not be happy. Will not be happy with that. We've got a Spaceman who is improving, but it's just behind. I think that is Mini Daniels there and make contact to the wall, and he doesn't improve there. Mitch hasn't improved. Would You Rather is currently yet under a 10th up on his current lap. Desert Rat, he's not improving. So I think keen to see where Would You Rather now is going to finish up. He looks like he's currently on a better lap at 10th up. 10th up will give him second. And it doesn't. And it doesn't. It's really close and tight there. As Mini Daniels is still looking to improve. Sliding his way through the final sector and yet makes a mistake. That's unfortunate for him. As we've got Mitch here, 2/10 down on his PB. Can he squeeze a little bit more out? That's unlucky, but you should be happy with 4th. That's strong. That's a strong performance from the. And Cindy is our pole man. congratulations. Started really hot off the blocks with that really fast time early on, and yeah, has just improved on that and looked really strong. So congratulations there to Simvi, who is our pole driver. Desert Rat second, fantastic lap there. Would you rather third? The gap there between Would you rather and Desert Rat, 6 thousandths of a second. Mitch fourth, Ryan Van Doom fifth. And yeah, the rest of the classifications are Spaceman 6th, Minnie Daniels 7th, Wayne Bennett 8th, Jimmy O 9th, Rog 10th, T-Luck 11th, 12th, King Eskimo 13th, Safco 14th. Oh, unfortunately can't see the driver's name. I'll have a look at that, investigate. PR Olivers 15th, and GT Fanatic 16th, with the bottom 4 drivers not having set a lap time. That was interesting, exciting. I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this really tight qualifying grid is going to pan out over a 50 percentile. So as the drivers are now sorting out their strategies, any tweaks, minor tweak they can do to their setup in terms of front wings and brake bias, and the fuel they're looking to start the race with. So as they've got the countdown timer takes us to down to 0, we will make our way to the track. As the 5 lights are ready to go, and yep, it's go. Simbi looks to have had a good start. Desert Rat tucking in into his slipstream, and this first corner really long straight going into turn 1. Is everyone going to keep it clean? Let's have a little flip through the rest of the drivers, see how if there's any carnage. Doesn't look like it. It's a tricky section, and it seems like most drivers have got through that easily, as we've got a 3-way fight there. How have they all survived? How have all 3 drivers there survived, as we've got cars everywhere, but still in a straight line? As take a look, Simbi still keeping his lead from Desert Rat. Ryan Van Doon looks to have made a good start from his starting position, having made 2 positions up. Spaceman 2 almost following it through. There's action everywhere, the cars almost side by side. It looks like a good mixture. Some cars have won out, some cars have lost out. It doesn't appear that anyone has lost out too much, so that's a good sign to not have had any sort of accidents, incidents in the first lap, as we are seeing Mitch all over the back of Spaceman. Is he going to get out of his slipstream? He's alongside. Oh, this complex is quite difficult, and he manages to make it through. Spaceman is trying to counter-attack him there, and Would You Rather is still on him. Would You Rather is sniffing a chance with Spaceman, as there's an overtake behind there between Mini Daniels and the Rock. It's a bit of a ding-dong battle between those 2 drivers at the moment, as AWS strategy just flashed up there For any of those who haven't seen, it looks to be a two-stopper. But this is F1 on Codemasters. Surely someone's going to try to do a one-stopper, as we've got Would You Rather and Spaceman still finding out the chicane. Would You Rather makes it through and makes the move stick as we approach the end of the second lap. We've got a few drivers with a few corner cutting warnings and penalties already, but this is one of those tracks that is very easy to get a corner cut warning. As the race starts to level out, and the dust slowly settling, and as I say that, we get a yellow flag in the first sector. What could that be for? Looks like someone is going relatively slowly down the back straight. Doesn't appear to have anything terminal. As Simbi is slowly increasing his gap from Desert Rat. Gap to 1.4 seconds now. And Desert Rat maintaining, I think, the half a second gap that he has got from Desert Rat. But he's going to be in trouble. Simbi's done a good job to get out of DRS distance from Desert Rat. Desert Rat's not been able to do the same with Ryan Van Doon. So Ryan's gonna, yep, he's got the DRS. Not close enough as of yet, but that could be a sign for what's going to be coming up in the next couple of laps. But Would You Rather a Mitch side by side. Oh, that's a lovely overtake from Would You Rather. Both drivers really clean, gave each other space, racing respect. That's what we like to see. Flag in the second sector. We've got someone losing positions. Yeah, we've got Mini Dinos who has had, yep, broken front wing, so he's been caught up in an incident in the middle sector. See, the yellow flag should, yep, have gone now really, really quickly. And with 5 laps in, the gaps have started to space out. There's a few pressing battles as Ryan Van Doon, as I say that, makes the overtake on Desert Rat, and he completes that. Desert Rat doesn't get the DRS in the second straight because that's still Ryan Van Doon, so he's gonna slowly have pulled away, and as I say that, he goes wide, so I think the commentator's curse has kicked in there. I think it's going to be a battle between these two for most of the race, and I hope it is a battle between these two for a lot of this race, because they are already showing us some really good close who we're battling, and with how the rest of the field is starting to spread out. And with that being said, Would You Rather is closed up on the back of this little battle between Ryan and Desert, and as I think Desert misjudges Ryan's braking zone there and went into the back of him and almost collected Would You Rather. Hopefully he doesn't have too much wind damage. He's not gone into the pit lane, so let's have a look and see. He's got an end plate missing, so nothing I think would make him pit now. Probably want to change that when he gets to his pit stop. Would You Rather right now is on a mission. Well, when I say he's on a mission, he's just gotten back to where he started. So he's made up for the really bad start with some really good overtakes, and now he looks like he's chasing down Ryan and Dude. And it seems like this little pack here between Ryan, Wichurada and Mitch is the closest battle we've got on track, as well as we've got Desert Rat and Spaceman. Outside of there, it seems like we have really spaced out. Not sure if the circuit really is inclined to have some really real close battling, and we have Would You Rather in the pits with Spaceman, so they look like they are probably going to be going for a two-stop strategy here. So, would you rather leave his box on another set of softs? Desert Rat is on a set of mediums, so we've got a difference in tyres over there between the driver that was in third and the driver that was in fifth. This is one of those races I think the two-stop strategy can be alternated in various different configuration, so you could go from soft mediums or soft medium softs. I'm sure there is someone going to be trying, and I think I saw Jimmy who is on the hard, so someone's going to try the hard tires and see if they can eke out a one stopper, and it seems like the Rug and Jimmy O are maybe going down for that strategy. We've got to wait and see. So as we fly through, we see Wayne Bennett now looking to take his pit stop. Is he going to go for mediums, or is he going to go for another pair of softs? He's got front wing changes as well, so that's going to have delayed his ascension in this race, and he is out on a set of mediums, so let's see how long he can make this last. I'm not sure what I would do in this situation. Probably maybe be a little bit more inclined to take the mediums, just in case there is a safety car sometime in this race. So I'll just run you through the classifications as it stands. Simply extending his lead out in front, 4.8 seconds. Seems very composed, calm, dominant as it stands. And ooh, we've got a safety car. As I say, we've got a safety car, so what is this going to mean for the race? It's going to throw it up. We have drivers who are pitting now. Sim V, Ryan Van Duve missed the pit lane entrance. Mitch and Spaceman haven't, and every driver behind them haven't, so they're all going to pit. So what does it mean for them? What does it mean for the likes of a Would You Rather who has come straight back into the pits? Desert Rat pitted one lap before the pit, so the safety car, so he goes through. I'm not sure. This has completely ruined and taken away all the lead that Sim V had worked so hard for in the first quarter of this race. So as we see our leader and driver in second place going into the pits, he's the mediums on. It's a little question in my mind, as it does seem that Simbi's coming up nice and clear in space. So is Ryan Van Dusen. They haven't lost out on their positions. I thought they may have been at risk of being jumped by those who went straight into the pits, as opposed to pitting one lap after the safety car was pulled out. But they're safe, they're all good. It seems like the status quo before the safety car has been kept. The only one who really has lost out, and I think it had to be done, was Would You Rather. Would You Rather, having pitted one lap before the safety car to put on another set of softs, had to come in this lap on the safety car and stick on a pair of mediums and realign himself, I think, with the strategy that some of the other drivers are now taking on. As GT Fanatec retires from the session. Have a quick look at what the situation on. Firstly, tyres are. So majority of the field are on mediums. 2 drivers, Jimmy O, The Rock, are the only 2 drivers on set of hard. I do believe they would have pitted really early and whacked on a pair set of hard. So let's see if that's gonna work in their favour. We've got a few drivers on the softs under the safety car. Not sure whether or not that's going to be the best move, but it's going to definitely give them the advantage on the restart. And I think, when you're towards the back, you've got to go for something different. And in terms of penalties, Ryan with 9 seconds, Spaceman with 6, T-Lock and Larog with 3 seconds, Would You Rather with 6, Mini Daniels with 3, and Nip-Nap Rocks with 6. So hopefully we don't see and experience any sort of safety car collision penalties. The 5 seconds there. Hope all the drivers keep their distances and that no one incurs any more penalties than the ones that we've got currently. Circulate for another lap behind the safety car. Let's stay on board. Oh, and the safety car has gone in, and Simvi has started off and kept the lead. Seems like everyone has kept their positions clean as well. No real issues I've seen in terms of drivers losing mass positions. So we're green, 12th lap done. Cindy still out in the lead. Hopefully she's going to try to, and I think all the drivers in the upper end of the field are going to look to try to get out of the DRS zones of the cars behind. The DRS isn't activated for 3 laps after the safety car has gone in, so give them a few laps to push and work towards gaining that sort of gap and deficit, and Cindy is almost approaching that mark as he pulls out almost an 8 tenths of a second lead from Ryan Van Doom. Spaceman is outside of that 1 second window, 1.1 seconds now behind Mitchell. He looks like he is now getting a lot of pressure from Desert Rat. Let's get on his onboard, see what we can see from his perspective. Right, not using any ERS. And got position change. That rock just slipped down the inside of that was a really, really good overtake, and yeah, great to see Nick Nat Rocks in the race. He unfortunately missed the qualifying session, and yeah, he's making his way up. He's currently 11th and looking to hopefully score some good points today. Another overtake, this time on the rug. That was sweet. He is on the soft tyres and the rug is on the hard tyres, but that was really, really nice to see. Really clean. And let's get back on board with Desert Rats, who is still behind Spaceman. He's going to want this DRS to get activated as soon as possible. Spaceman is pulling away on the straight, so not sure if he's got a more of a low drag setup, or if he's able to use more of his ERS down the back straight. And we've got the Renault inspired Mitch, who is still within the DRS of Ryan Van Doom. So this is a really good effort from his side of things, staying in that DRS zone. Simvi's got a second and a half to that, just putting Ryan in a compromised position where the drive behind him has the DRS and he unfortunately doesn't have the DRS on the car in front. And I'm seeing the orange light, the red light flashing, which is a sign that he is low on DRS. So is he able to defend? Is Mitch able to dive on the inside? Stay on? Nope. Thinks better of it. Let's just see if he can square him up through that corner. Probably could have taken that a little bit more aggressively as Mitch incurs the 3-second penalty there. This is some good racing and good battling. There they are. As see an overtake happen with, would you rather, having just made the position up, I think, on Chimio. So that's good. And Wayne Bennett has didn't notice that he was so close to Desert Rat and Spaceman, so this makes Spaceman's job that much harder. He now has got 2 cars with DRS hunting him down, and he doesn't have DRS, so see how they all work through this complicated section in the baseball stadium, all unique to the Mexican Grand Prix, the Grand Prix that we didn't have this year, of course, due to the pandemic, and hopefully we can go back there sometime this year. Desert Rat isn't still close enough, and I think it's the tail of a few battles that we've currently got on track. But Mitchu is quite stuck right now behind. Mitchu is quite stuck behind Ryan Van Doom. even though he is in the DRS zone and he's getting, it doesn't seem powerful enough, and that's just weird to say with two really long straights. So we've got on this track, but they just can't make the time up. I think the exit of the final section, the final corner, isn't helping them get close enough. And seeing the same thing with Spaceman, Desert Rat, and Wayne Bennett. Cars are close enough within DRS zone and long straights, but we're still not seeing. It's still not as easy for, I think, other cars. And one thing I've just noticed is that Wayne Bennett has 82%. He's in the 80s with his DRS. His ERS, sorry. So he needs to be using that and tearing into that gap, because he has dropped out of the DRS zone of Desert Rat, as Desert Rat is looking to line up a move here. This section, for me, set him up for a good exit. Doesn't get the exit that he would have wanted, Desert Rat there, and Spaceman is safe for another lap under the DRS. So as the drivers are approaching the final sector, looks like Wayne Bennett has made the gap up to Desert Rat, but it looks like he has brought Kuchiwada along with him. So now this is a train of 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. Spaceman is leading it. Desert Rat Kuchiwada is at the tail of it, and this is where I'll probably I'll keep the focus on these guys for a little bit. It's classic, what we call a DRS train, where it almost creates a train-like effect where the cars behind struggling to pass the car ahead, and whilst I say that, we've got Mitch and Ryan Van Doon going side by side in the fast left rights. Ryan looks like he has survived that. It looks like it was the first attack of the evening from Mitch on Ryan. He's been patient and he's still got time. We're only at halfway through the race. Excuse me there. And as we go back to our train of drivers. So we've got a safety car. So who has lost it? Who has binned it? Not sure. We've got Ming Daniels with broken front wing, but he's still moving, so I'm not sure as to what would have caused that. As predicted, it seems like the safety car has come up as the perfect time for all the drivers needed to make another pit stop, and Simi V moves over to the hard tyres. Let's get the tyre strategy up there. So we've got Sim V on the hard. Oh, we've got Ryan, who is on the mediums. And how do you decide to stay on those mediums? Yep. Got Wayne Bennett, who's moved over to the softs. And Mitch also on the hard. So it seems like the top drivers towards the front end have gone really conservative with the strategy. Seems like the drivers more in the mid pack, the likes of Nick Nat Rocks, and Nick Nat Rocks has started back of the grid, currently running 7th. On the mediums, he's the leader of the mediums in the mid pack there, and he has jumped the likes of Spaceman, Desert and Desert Right. I think they may have been delayed and held behind us in the pit lane. So it's interesting. Could we see effectively the mid pack hunting down and chasing down the guys at the front because they're on the softer tyre? It's interesting to see. Interesting to see how this is all going to work out. Abiding by the safety car speed. I hope this is our last safety car of the race. I don't think Codemasters allow more than 2 full course safety cars at a 50%. So I hope this is our last safety car. We had some really good action there. What this safety car has done, and Simbi will be kicking the air, kicking the wall right now, because his lead that he'd worked so hard for is down to nothing again. Did so well to get out of Ryan's DRS zone. One thing I hadn't really actually realised is the Rog hadn't pitted. The Rog hasn't pitted. 16 laps on those hards, and he's still on them. They're probably better now than they were on lap 1, those hard tyres, because those hard tyres do seem to get better and better the more laps put on them. But yeah, he's currently the man between himself and Ryan Van Doom, and yeah, Ryan Van Doom is probably going to be licking his lips at the fact that he is currently on the softer tyre to our race leader. And I'm not exactly sure what the delta is between the tyres, but it is usually minimum half a second, as the Rog, I think, gives a little tap to Simbi as the safety car goes in, and we are green. Simbi takes us away cleanly at the start. Second safety car restart, as the pack is, it's a massive gap in the middle of the pack there, as the Rog nearly almost takes out Simbi. Ryan Van Doom slips around the outside. What I have not noted, what I'd only got a quick glance off, is the fact that in terms of penalties, Simbi has a drive-through. So Simbi is going to have to serve a drive-through penalty, as well as the Rog, in the next 3 laps. This is Simbi has been dominant, and then somehow found a way the racers somehow find a way to demote him effectively to the back of the grid. Oh, I feel sorry for him, as there are penalties everywhere, but we'll have another look at those towards the back end of the grid, and we see, I think it was a position made up by Urada, as we've got Simvi taking his track to right now. Gutting for him, as Desert Rat, Spaceman, they're still battling. 23 laps still in, they're still battling. These two guys have given us, I think, a great show so far. Battling all race, no issues from them, and as the drive-through penalty there, Seth from Simply. Let's run through the classification. So yeah, Ryan Van Dunes now takes over lead in the race. Wayne Bennett, with a strong performance so far, is running second. Would you rather have him made up for his double pit stop earlier on in the race? Third, Mitch still in fourth. Nit Nat Rocks having started back of the grid, running sixth. The Rug, who I'm not sure if he has served his drive-through penalty as of yet, not yet. Currently sixth, so we've got Desert Rat, provisional P7. Net P7. Spaceman P8. King Eskimo P9. T-Lug P10. As the Rug now serving his drive-through penalty. Simvi has now popped up and joined us in P11, so he's also outside of the points. He probably, back into 10th place. From leading dominantly to 10th place, that's so unfortunate, and unfortunately, we've got a few disconnections here, and drivers' names that I could not see. We've got, Jimmy O tailing into the field, so this is now going to be from where I think Ryan was probably really happy that he was on the softer tyre. We've got Wayne Bennett now, who is chasing down Ryan, and he's on the softest of all tyres. Are Wayne's tyres going to be able to make it and last to the end of the race? I don't know, but I hope he doesn't have to finish on 3 wheels like Hamilton did at the British Grand Prix, as Wayne puts in his personal best fastest lap time. But he has got Would You Rather, who is on the hard tyres. So the front three is medium tyres, soft tyres, hard tyres. Logic will say it would finish, driver on the softest finishes first, drivers on the medium finishes second, drivers on the hardest finishes third. But with 11 laps to go, penalties still, of course, to take into consideration. It's all up for grabs. Bennett heads into the pit, which promotes Would You Rather into second place, and this flips the script again. Now Ryan's on the softest of the tyres here, and the responsibilities are on him to try to look to get away, as Desert Rat and Knick-Knack. Where and how? Knick-Knack has had a relatively quiet race, and we have seen an incident. Oh, I think we've missed an incident. Ryan Van Diemen's lost it. He's either been overtaken or he's made a mistake and has allowed Would You Rather through. Wow, that's two shocking moments there, back to back. We've got Nick Nat Rocks in third, which fantastic drive from the back of the grid, and Ryan Van Diemen's has lost it from the lead and given the lead to Would You Rather. Oh, it's so no. This I can't keep up. This race is. There is action everywhere, and I'm trying my best to keep up, guys. I hope you guys are getting all the action as Mitch and Desert Rat are still battling now. Is Mitch able to keep his position there? Yep. Great clean driving there. These boys here today, we're getting some good racing. Some good wheel-to-wheel close racing here. I hope Tier 1 we're able to be able to match it. They approach the baseball stadium section. Looking to try to get as close as possible and get on the power as early as possible. It's so hard in that corner. So now Mitch has now got the DRS. And Mitch is squeezing off the inside. Oh, it's tight between them. They all still survive. They're all still alive. As Desert Rat was trying, Spaceman was trying to get in between the two drivers there, but the two drivers closed them out. And Mitch keeps his position there, barely from Desert Rat. As a little M pick brought his way. 8 laps to go, and these drivers have been pushing from lap 1, but yet respecting each other as well, and that's as Spaceman makes the overtake on Desert Rat. So now Desert Rat's at the back of this queue. Don't know if it's going to finish like this. Be surprised if it did. And yeah, this little battle, three-way battle with these drivers is the closest battle on track we have at the moment. Would you rather slowly extending the lead to from Ryan Van Doom? He's out of the DRS zone, so yeah, it looks like he's been able to stabilize his position this race, stabilize his win. It's been crazy. We had Simbi dominating first portion of the race, and to see where he's at, he's now only 4.3 seconds from the back of Desert Rat and the DRS train there. So there is still time, if he's still got the pace, to make his way to the back of that train. And shout out right now to King Eskimo. Don't want to give him the commentator's curse. He's one of three drivers to not be on a penalty, and not get a corner cutting penalty. So no, hope he doesn't get one. As Desert Rat, I think Not sure if it's if this is for damage. So we know he serves 5 seconds for collision under the safety car, and yep, he comes in for a front wing change. So that ruins the battle there, as we see Wayne Bennett overtaking Pilar. Just zooped right around the side of us as we flicked over. So yeah, he is making his way through, having pitted early on. What have we got here? Sim V is gone straight to the back of the grid. So I think it looks like he may have retired, or his vehicle is ghosted. But as Would You Rather crosses the line, completes laps 30. Not long left. Still the closest battle we have on track is involving Spaceman. It's Mitch now. We've lost Desert Rat from this battle. And as it stands, we've got 13 drivers finishing this race. Simvi is now destroying the lobby again, so I think he is having problems with connections. The Spaceman's still staring at the gearbox of Mitch. As Mitch looking to defend, Spaceman on the inside, little bit of contact, but that's just a little wheel bang in there. He defends his position well. Spaceman has got DRS again. This time, is he going to go around the outside? Tries to go around the outside, tries to hang it out. Mitch isn't having any of it. Looks to squeeze him in towards that hairpin and keeps his position well. So yeah, with 4 laps to go, which includes this one, the grid's more or less stabilised, pending penalties, and just to keep the intensity of the race, I'll only tell you guys about the penalties on the final lap. Has managed to get up to a 9/10 of a second lead. So he's doing everything he can do to protect himself from the DRS attack. That was quite comfortable for him there, and doesn't seem that Spaceman currently has the straight line speed to make an impression there. Is in the middle sector, hard right, going towards into the baseball stadium. it's amazing how they did manage to build a track that goes through a baseball stadium in Mexico. And for me, every track needs something unique, and that's their unique thing there, and it's incredible. So yeah, just staying on board with, and I'll look to stay on board for the next couple of laps with, or at least until we get to the final lap with Mitch and Spaceman. As this is the closest battle on track. But as I say that, I noticed Jimmy O's been making up a few positions over the last few laps. Stridey's finally worked his way in, because I know he was on the hard tyres earlier in the race. Will we go for the overtake? Nope. Wasn't alongside. But it does. Oh, almost losing it there, Jimmy. Jimmy, you have time, you have laps. I think it'll be very hard for him to claw back the distance that he would have made, the time that he needs to make to Wayne. So Jimmy O, wait until the DRS straight. You're on the better tyres, they are newer, and should be an easy overtake to make on the DRS straight. So as we were saying, the positions weren't looking to change, and Desert Rat looks to make his way past King Eskimo, stay on board with Jimmy O, front nose cam, showing us a reflection of the speed, nice overtake. But what I have noticed in the is Nick Nat Rocks has made up a hell of a lot of time on Ryan Van Duyn. So I think with the drivers now almost about to enter the final lap of the race, let's have a quick look at the state of play with regards to penalties. Penalty situation. I didn't think it would. There's a lot of penalties here. So, as it stands, Mitch is, and I'm going to need to switch this over to the leader just so we can get some true reflections here. Mitch is in a good position with his 6 seconds worth of penalties only. Wayne Bennett is also in a good position to capitalize with 9 seconds of penalty only. Whew. Nick Nat Rocks and Ryan Van Duyn potentially, maybe with Ryan, but I think with Nick Nat, yeah, 23 seconds worth of penalties and 21 seconds worth of penalties for him, Spaceman, and 25 for T-Lock, and 27. The Rocks are about to get disqualified. No more incidents in terms of corner cuttings. But no, that's the quick analysis on that. And as I say that, we've got Would You Rather entering through the final sector of the track, goes through the stadium section and crosses the line and wins the race. Ryan Van Duyn crosses second with Nick Nat Rocks literally only just behind him. Mitch is now crossing the line, where takes him set to third. Oh, he keeps the 3/10 of a second is the gap between him and Ryan Van Duyn for second place. Sorry, The Rock disqualified. He got one final corner cut-in warning and he's been disqualified. That's unfortunate. On the final lap, unlucky, buddy. It's at least he got there to the end. And King Eskimo, congratulations on not getting a corner cutting penalty all race. So, whew, that was intense. I'm out of breath. Congratulations, Nick Nat Rocks, driver of the day. made up, started back at the grid, almost finished on the podium. At least he did on track. And would you rather? Fantastic, great drive, jam-packed race. Everyone had incidents. He got in his own incidents with having to do 2 pit stops in the space of 2 laps. But great, well-deserved victory there. Ryan Van Doom, great victory from your side of things there as well. And I believe it was, yeah, Mitch who was the final driver to have made it up there onto the podium. So well done to him there. As you can see, classifications are on screen right now. As I screenshot of the right classifications. Also one without penalties. Yep. Oh, that was really enjoyable from my side. Thoroughly enjoyed commentating on Tier 2's races. They always deliver jam-packed races, hard racing, good wheel-to-wheel racing, and I look forward to seeing what they've got to offer next week. As for now, it's goodbye from me. We've got Seb Boa, who is going to be doing comms for Tier 1. I'll be racing there, so if any of you guys wish me well on this double shift, and I thank you all for watching with us today. If you haven't done so, like, comment and subscribe. The comments section has been quite busy today, which is really good, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Cheers and take care.